So, should we start an intro?
Yeah.
Like, do you want to, we are always passing around the responsibilities. Why is it so hard to say?
Guys, welcome back to another episode of Barnabbe Prodcast.
Barnabbe Prodcast.
Yeah, I think you already listened to the intro music, so you know who we
don't
are.
Know that. You're acting like you're the one editing the video.
because I do. I just make the captions in third person, so it's not that weird, or maybe or maybe
you
it's
just
weird.
made it weird, dude.
Whatever. So, take a sip, and today, no Viking stuff today, okay?
Viking.
Why Viking? So today we try to introduce some artists that are debuted.
We are introducing some new artists that debuted over the last year and a half that we've been digging.
We try to find artists that worth to check because we like them.
That's it. That's the whole thing with this. So we're just like, this is cool. Let's
There's
share.
no better reason to check the music. If you like it, you should check it. That's it. Simple as that.
Simple. Cool.
Well, so I think we should just, one from me, one from you.
Okay.
I'm curious what you found. What?
Don't look at my notes.
I'm sorry, boy.
I'm sorry, boy. It's a surprise. Okay. So I found this artist named Alaina Castillo. I think that's pronounced correctly.
Where she's from?
She is from Houston, Texas.
With that name?
Yeah, but okay, so the reason why I picked her is one, her stuff is really cool, but two, I thought it was super interesting how she got her start. She started out, she was uploading different covers of artists and stuff like that on YouTube for a long time, but she didn't really get any traction in the music that she was making and in what she was doing until she started making ASMR videos. And so she had a series called Sing You to Sleep. And she has this silky smooth, just soft voice.
What? Like she sang lullabies?
Yes, to people to sleep. And that's how she started getting recognition. And then in 2019, she debuted her first single. And 2020, she debuted her first EP.
Okay.
And I think it's so crazy,
with ASMR.
not her current stuff, but her old
I know, but getting or be famous with ASMR, it just sounds so silly.
It worked for her.
For me, ASMR is just straight out weird.
Well, don't knock it till you try it.
I've seen videos where people are eating really close to the mic and just yeah.
Doing weird.
Or with the brush teeth. Please.
Yeah. Anyways, though, I think that's so cool because oh no, what have I started? Please mute that.
Man, it's only for views.
Anyways, though, I thought it was so cool.
If it worked for her,
yeah, but
it can work for us.
She's like, go to sleep, Szeki. Just this nice.
She sang it in my name?
Yeah!
Wow!
Dude, you're famous!
Good! Good, bro. Okay.
But anyways, I thought it was so interesting, and that made me think about, there's so many different ways and avenues to gain success, and you really don't know what it is that's going to be that thing for you to get to the next level. And it's so important to have that mentality when you're going about pursuing a career in music. Have boundaries for yourself, know your capacity, and don't burn yourself out or wear yourself thin, but say yes to as much as you possibly can, because you don't know what's going to happen. I'm sure she was making these videos and it wasn't this is what's gonna get me famous.
Yeah.
This is what's gonna launch my career. She wasn't doing that, I don't think.
So you are saying that she enjoyed to make ASMRs?
I think probably, yeah.
You checked it?
I didn't watch those, no.
Why?
Why? Because I was listening
You
to
told
her new
me
music.
that. How can I know if I've never tried? And now it
I didn't say I
It
tried
turns out
her
you don't
stuff.
even watch them. So
I said I have listened
you're
to ASMR.
such a liar.
Oh my god.
You are just pretending.
You're just a fake.
Don't check it now.
No, I'm showing you her song.
Man, I remember her song.
But her vocals are just silky smooth. And I like how whimsical her lyrics are. Like whimsical.
Whimsical?
Like fantastical.
Ah, okay.
You got that? Did that help at all?
I know fantastical, but now I feel so educated, thank you. I really love when you're using slang all the time.
That's not a slang word.
Yo, okay. Dissing me on scene is not good, thank you.
You make fun of me for like, oh, you're such a liar.
Man, I know I'm not your boss, but I was here way before you, so put some respect on my name, bro. Put some respect on my name.
Wow.
So yeah, actually,
Things got real.
I'm gonna mute this out, obviously, but she, for real, has really good voice.
Yeah,
It's really smooth. Has some R&B type of vibes to it.
Yeah. You know, it reminds me a lot of when Billie Eilish first started to get traction. I was like, who is this girl that everyone's talking
And
about?
why she's whispering?
No. But she has a phenomenal voice. And the control she has, like what she does is really not easy. And it's so cool. Like, I got a similar feeling when I was listening to her because she has this really soft, just very sweet and calming voice. And I think that, like, that did contribute to her having success with ASMR because it gave her this unique platform to build a career off of.
Yeah, I don't think people realize that how hard to, sing in a style and being in the style without, the running ups and running downs. And because most people think these are the sign of skills in singing. But actually singing in one style, like this silky, smoothly, really nice stuff, I think it's much harder to catch and maintain. So yeah, I like when an artist do this.
Yeah, same, because it's tons of people can do runs and stuff like that, and it definitely takes
Don't get me
skill.
wrong, it's hard. I cannot do
It takes
round
skill.
downs, but
It takes skill to do a vocal run for sure. I think, okay, so the best way I can explain this is a drummer once told me the way you can tell a good drummer from a bad drummer, or not a bad drummer, but an amateur drummer, is the head on their kick. So like the piece that like punches, a amateur drummer is gonna hit the kick drum and is gonna hold it there. A professional drummer hits it and then releases it. So it's already locked and loaded for the next hit. And that's how you can tell the sign of a professional or an amateur drummer. And I think that's really a similar mentality and idea behind a amateur and a professional singer is the amount of control that they have on their voice.
Yeah.
And singing in this style takes a lot of control in order to do it well and effectively and be able to reproduce those performances.
So in general, you had good time to listen to her music.
Yeah, I really liked it. I want to listen to
Like
more.
you dig it.
I dig it.
Okay.
Do you dig it?
Yeah, I digged it when we listened
dug
to
it.
What? That's the pastime of the
Yeah.
Oh. Jesus Christ, okay.
You asked me to correct?
Yeah, I know.
Not while we're rolling.
Now I have the feeling that I'm receiving F grade in English every time we are doing podcast.
No.
Bon appetit.
Chef's kiss.
Very good.
Anyways, what did you find?
Yeah, my first artist is Boy Pablo. That's his artist name. His real name is Nicolas Munoz. He's half Chilean and half Norwegian.
Okay.
Did I pronounce it?
You did.
Yeah.
A+.
So he has a band, and I think the other guitarist in the band is his brother because they have the same last name, and they went first big on YouTube by the YouTube algorithm, and I showed you the video clip. It just straight out silly, like
that was genius though.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna link the videos or the music videos in the description, and you can check the video. But it's just so funny that throughout the whole video they are squinting because the sunlights are just breaking their eyeballs. All the time they're just singing with plugged of guitars and keyboards, hitting the drum not even on time, but the vibe of the music is just so good. And they've got like 36 million views.
That's ridiculous.
Which is really nice. So they went big first by the YouTube algorithm in 2017, but they debuted in 2020, with the album called Wachito Rico. Okay. Which sounds so Chilean, by the way. And it has a song with the same name, Wachito Rico, and it's the song lyrics mixed with Spanish and English.
Oh, that's cool.
And it's already interesting on its own. And actually they are quite accomplished in Norwegia. Norwegia? What? What's it?
Norway?
Norway, fuck.
They got recognition in Norway.
So they've got a lot of recognition in Norway because they've got it's of course not called Grammy, but they received 3
awards,
Norwegian Grammy awards.
That's cool.
So so you should check it, and I think Boy Pablo cycles or found inspiration in really various artists like Arctic Monkeys, Tyler the Creator, and then Beatles. So
that's a wide range. Holy goodness. Wait, how did you see Tyler the Creator pop up in being influenced, being one of the influence? Because the song you showed me I didn't really pick up on those vibes.
It's literally in his Wikipedia page.
Really?
And if you check Tyler the Creator's Flower Boy album or any other Odd Future project music that Tyler has, it's not all of them is like the classic rapping stuff. There's the song I really like, the YouTube cut. The YouTube cut I think better than the one you can find on Spotify, but there's the song of Tyler and 2 other artists called Perfect. And it's so good. It's one of my favorite Tyler songs.
I'll have to check that one out because when I think of Tyler the Creator, I really only think of
and you should check
pop raps.
And you should check Igor too because it's not like classic rap music. And it was big when it was released. So So that's my first artist, Boy Pablo. Check it out, man.
Boy Pablo.
Pablo, Chico. Por supuesto.
I think I'm gonna.
So, before you start, I want to pour some water for myself.
Okay, go get some of that sweet V's.
Sweet V's water.
Irish V's.
Because Colin doesn't have a jug.
I'm sorry.
Like, every normal household has a jug, but Colin does not because he thinks
Can we also keep in mind that I
because
am
you
a
are so
bachelor
hipster.
who lives alone?
What?
I am a bachelor that lives alone.
Man, you have 4 chairs, but you don't have a jug.
Yeah. Doesn't mean I use all of them. This chair's been getting more action than it has in all month.
Okay. Wow. I wasn't expecting this. But
I think I'm gonna completely butcher the pronunciation of this band's name, but it's Calabashed.
Calabashed, yeah.
Okay. I thought these guys were super cool because it's doing this like jazz hop music, but in almost actually except for the song that I showed you, and almost every other song they have, the main instrument they use in jazz hop is a harp. You know, like...
I know what a harp is.
Yeah.
For you.
Yeah, it's so cool.
And then what do you think? It was recorded by a real musician, or it was produced by...
No, this is a band. It's all live instruments.
So they are playing the harp even
Yeah.
Wow, even live.
Yeah.
That's
it's crazy.
cool.
They had some videos on YouTube
cool.
where they were like playing and there's just this massive harp.
Wow. Actually, I can't really imagine like they are going to, in a practice room and you have to bring the harp every time. It's so heavy.
I really appreciated the just musical complexity. Like it's taking the musicianship and the musicality up another level. You know how you listen to someone like Jacob Collier or something like that, and musically it just kind of blows your mind because it's at such an advanced level. And this band
has a complexity to it.
Yeah, this band has a complexity to it, like mixing tons of different genres together. And
so it's not like complex that each of the song is like overwhelmingly stuffed with everything. No. It's just complex because they have various sensation of music and they
use a lot of technical
skills.
Yeah, what's the word I'm looking for? Like it's from a technical standpoint, it's complex. It may not always sound complex, but if you know what to listen for, it's complex. And especially the way that they're blending in and mixing everything together. I don't think I'd be able to do that, at least right now with my skill set. I'd love to get to a point where I could do that, but it's...
What genres they are mixing together?
The main ones are like a jazz hop, between jazz.
It already sounds cool to me.
But the fact that they're bringing in a harp there, the one thing I love is that they have this huge juxtaposition between this sweet, beautiful harp sound, and then they have these really crunchy, crisp saxophones that just kind of punch you in the face. And so you have like this smooth, soft, silky sound, and all of a sudden it's just like sick.
Do they have vocals or?
Yeah,
or
but it's a lot of it is spoken word with some singing, but it's kind of like that. It's not like a Travis Scott type of singing where it's like half rapping, half singing. It's more of like
singing.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. Like it's not like that. It's more like
so it's like reading a poem.
Kind of. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So it has like a little bit of a flow to it, and like they'll hold out some notes a little bit longer, but it's not necessarily like I'm straight up singing or I'm straight up like rapping or anything like that.
Does it mean that in the same time they are really lyrical heavy?
Not really.
Not really?
No, at least the songs that I listened to weren't extremely lyrical heavy. It was very musically based. I didn't get through their entire catalog though. What I was reading though is that they're in the process of writing their debut album right now. So they've released an EP, but I think the article I was reading was saying that it's going to come out towards the end of 2021, their debut album.
Do they have a label? Or do they
I think they're independent. I didn't look for that though, but based on what I was seeing, I think they're independent. They're from
Actually,
London.
It's easy to imagine because if they have the skill
yeah.
to make that complex of music, maybe they can produce their own music too.
Yeah. I would assume so, though. I'm not sure. I didn't look in those specific details. But yeah, it's really good if you guys are looking for. If you're looking for something to like play with your mind a little bit and to. What's what I'm looking for? Like have something a little more to eat into.
Actually,
like,
I really love the fact that you are looking for help from me. Like how you call it? And my second is Don Toliver.
Okay.
Which is kind of cool name, like Don. Yeah. But I don't think he has any Italian origin.
I feel like Don is a pretty not as common as it used to be. But it's still a fairly common name, at least.
It's not Dom, it's Don.
I said Don.
Is it a name?
Yeah.
No, it's Don, like the
Don
title in Italian. You know, you call Sir.
No, Don is pretty common name in the U.S.
Wow, I'm sorry.
Anyways, continue.
So, actually, if you are into Travis Scott music, you are going to love it.
I get those goosebumps every time, yeah.
Yeah, actually, one of his songs, No Idea. I think that's the name of this song. It has the similar vibe to it, like
really?
Goosebumps. Yeah.
Okay.
He has this really weird mixture of vocals with autotune and rapping and this big contrast between the trap instrumental, the trap music, and the singing, but somehow it's still working together. So I've enjoyed to listen to his music. And
where's he from?
He's from the States, I think, but I haven't checked it. I'm sorry if I'm mistaken, but but his biggest hit called Lemonade, and he's just featuring in this song, in this music of Internet Money, and I'm not 100% sure. I'm not fully aware of every TikTok trend, but somehow it sounds so familiar to me that maybe it's a TikTok song because it has more than 600 million streams only on Spotify, like 660 million.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So I cannot really tell more. I not really check the lyrics of it because I'm always focusing on the music part, like the instrumental part in any music. Maybe it's a mistake by me, but as a European, most of foreign music kinda has this relief for me that I don't have to focus on the lyrics, so I can much more have joy just with the instrumental because it's
relax a bit.
Yeah, because when I listen to Hungarian music, I cannot help. I have to understand the lyrics because it's just too easy to catch. So you should check it if you like Travis Scott. So I think he's going to be really
Travis Scott or Don?
Oh, shoot. So if you like Travis Scott, you should check Don Toliver because I think he's going to be really big in a couple of years because he has so much potential to him, and he's a great taste in music.
Do you know how old he is?
Man, you are asking questions that I can't answer. Where is he from? Man, I didn't do my homework fully. I told you I did it in my bathroom. I cannot even Google it because my phone is recording.
Oh my god.
So I'm sorry. You know what?
I forgive you.
Thanks, but you know what? I have the advantage or the benefit that I'm editing the video, so I'm gonna just put somewhere when he was born and where he was born and wrecked. You cannot fool me on April 1st. Dude. It's your turn.
It's my turn.
Who's your third artist?
My third artist.
Because I don't remember.
Butcher this name, but it was so good. Priya Ragu.
Priya or Prija? I don't know.
I think it's Priya. Priya Ragu.
Do you know what's funny? Ragu
in
Hungarian means stew.
Really?
Yes. Did I pronounce
Like
it?
goulash?
Yeah. No, like pörkölt. Goulash is a soup. Stew is pörkölt.
Pörkölt?
Yeah. So it's just funny.
So she's from Switzerland. And she has this super vibey funk, like electro funk vibe to it. Her song Good to Love 2.0, instant stank face. So good. Like, and then they mix in these, I think you call it like, they refer to it like a South Indian beat at the end.
Now I'm pretty sure that she's has some Indian origin.
She does.
With that name.
She does, but she's from Zurich.
Zurich.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it was so good. I loved it. She does this weird, not weird, that's the wrong word to use. She does this switch between singing really melodic top lines, and then all of a sudden she'll do more of a staccato, more of like this rap feel to it.
Mm-hmm. Like you mean like in an R&B way?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and so what I was reading about is that she works pretty closely with her brother, who's a rapper named Jafan Gold. What? That's her brother, who is a rapper. And so
Jeffna Gold. I've never heard of him. Maybe you should check him too. Maybe he's decent. I don't know.
I haven't looked at his music. I didn't do my homework.
Do your homework.
Do your homework before doing a podcast. Don't follow us.
And check Jeffna.
Jeffna Gold.
Jeffna Gold. I'm gonna write it here.
Serious somewhere.
Here.
Right here.
No, not on
right on his chest. Like Superman. Jeffna Gold.
Back on topic. We are so off topic all the time. That was a clap and like leading you back to the topic in the same way.
Have you seen that one TikTok where they do the thing where they like follow the camera like...
Just look at this man.
Can you like follow my hand with
You're
the camera
pure off topic, please.
I'm sorry, okay? Anyways, now you got me doing it. Her music is so good.
It's so good.
It's so good.
It's so good. Later. Save it for later.
That's just a little
you're gonna understand
flavor.
it.
A commercial, a trailer.
Yeah, you're gonna understand
it's an
it
appetizer.
later. So keep with us.
Till we get to the main course.
Stay with us and you're gonna understand.
Anyways, so check her music out. They have a lot of variety when they're mixing this electro funk with these Indian beats, but also
Indian beats with like this conga or what or sitar or
yeah, it kind of has like a mixture of both to it. Do you remember from the song I was showing you?
No.
I even pointed it out. I'm mad.
I'm sorry.
Anyways,
dude.
Anyways, like if you're looking for something just like this feel-good funky music, that's kind of the vibe that it gave me. Like, you know, you're in your car, it's in the summer, you're driving down the road.
My neck hurts because I'm looking to your...
Look at the camera, look at the fans. Look at the fans.
You are right, I'm sorry. There's no fans in here. Maybe that's the reason why it's so hot here. I'm sorry.
Universal signal for...
Did you get my dead joke?
No, sorry, I was trying to get you back on track.
I told you there are no fans here. Maybe that's because it's so hot here. Rest in peace.
And that's cut for today. Glad we're done with that. Moving on. So, in this week's episode of Szeki Says Another Bad Dad.
Today's episode, Szeki is going to kill one of your brain cells. That's for sure.
This just in, another round of Szeki's bad jokes.
How to lower your IQ in less than 1 hour.
Is that what this episode is called? How to lower your IQ?
Yeah, that's going to be the title.
Oh man, that's rough.
It's kind of clickbaity, or not?
It's kind of clickbaity. Yeah. Can we do that?
No, we definitely shouldn't. So
merch. How to lower your IQ?
Back on Priya.
Back on Priya. If you guys are looking for some stanky music, listen to her music while you're driving down the road or when you just want to get funky.
Funky. Like Indian funky.
Indian funky.
Punjabi funky. Yeah.
Okay, what's your next one?
So, my last one is Dominic Fike.
Okay.
And he also debuted in 2020 with an album titled What Could Possibly Go Wrong? So, with the title...
What went wrong?
What would go wrong? Like nothing.
Nothing. Yeah,
And-
that's pretty solid.
And actually it was like...
Nothing went wrong?
because it went quite big. So yeah, and also the song titles are really fun, like Chicken Tenders and Good Game and
Shoot,
or, what?
Did you get instantly hungry after you said that? Because I did.
No, because my mom told me I cannot play with food, so Chicken Tenders and Good Game are not making my appetite. So I'm sorry.
In this week's episode
I'm sorry. There should be like another section, like a separate, isolated.
Can we just
Szeki's bubble for dad jokes? So I want to read.
Can we just
every scene with my freaking stupid jokes?
Can we just have a counter up at, like over here, over there, just like number of dad jokes in this episode? Can we do like a little editing thing where it follows my hand, just like, and it goes right back to you?
Yeah. I'm gonna like motion capture or motion tracking your fingers all the time.
Sweet.
Yeah. So back to the topic. Dominic Fike. He's the kind of guy that like he dips his toe in every genre. Like if you check Chicken Tenders, it has some cool party vibes to it. Why are you smiling?
Just continue. You don't want to know what's going on up here.
You're surprised by my vocabulary or what?
No. No, I was gonna say dad joke. Vocabulary.
Jeez. So, English. And like Chicken Tenders, as I said, it has some party vibes, some cool, some stuff like this, and some post-Malone-ish kind of stylish vocals.
We love a good post
alongside with it. But if you check, I don't know, another song like Good Game, it has a slower BPM and like a slower rhythm to it. It's kind of
is it like more of a
soulish sounding music. You're checking my notes or what? Because it literally says.
No, I was going to ask you, is it sort of like like one of those songs that's a chill vibe? Yeah. Is that kind of what he's going for with it?
Yeah.
Okay.
But if you check another song called Why, it has actually an indie rock style to it. So
really?
It's just so weird that if you check any song, it has a different genre or style or vibe to it. So he really dips his toe in everything.
Is there still continuity between it?
I actually haven't checked if they are following any topic because, as I said, I don't really pay attention on lyrics. I just pay attention more like on on vibe and instrumental and music.
Yeah, I'm referring musically. Like if you're listening to his music, when you hear a song of his, because each song is so different, are you like, oh, that's Dominic Fike, and I know that it's him because he has like this sound to him. Because I think of all these artists, you have like Ed Sheeran. You can tell it's an Ed Sheeran song because he has this vibe to it.
I think that's one of the biggest challenges to achieve as an artist.
Yeah.
To not being compared to someone, and just the fact that I compare his songs to other artists, like I compared his Chicken Tenders to like Post Malone type of songs. That means that I haven't really noticed like his true originality yet. But actually he has a general understanding and vibe to his music, so you can follow up on that, and you have this sensation like that this is the same artist. But because every song is so different. Like as I said, Chicken Tenders is party vibes. Good Game is like a soulish, slower BPM sounding new wave stuff. Y is like an indie rock, like an instrumental acoustic indie rock. And Y is the Waltz for Dinner is it has like a funk and R&B type of vibe.
Interesting.
So like every song is so different. It's hard to find a general definition of Dominic Fike in these songs.
Interesting. I'll have to check that out then. You know, after this, we're both gonna have to go and listen to the artist that we recommended. Like actually listen to it, because I've listened to the stuff that I've recommended, but I've only heard snippets of the stuff that you've been recommending. Now I'm really intrigued and interested.
In my artist?
Yeah.
Actually, I'm really, really interested in your artist too, because I really loved Alaina Castillo.
Yeah.
She was so close to my taste. What was the pastime of Dick? Doug. So I dug her music.
So would you say then you're a fan of ASMR?
No. I'm saying I was a fan of, or I'm still a fan of her music. So yeah, you are going to be able to find these artists or the mention or just a couple of these songs in the description. I'm gonna link them. And throughout the video you could show their pictures of the album covers too and their names, so you definitely gonna check them out. And if you have any idea who should we
check out, listen to,
because
what artists are you vibing on?
It's not that easy to find like coming up artists. Up and coming. Thanks.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Seriously, we just shared some of the ones that are like on our radar right now that we're digging and that we're excited to see where their career goes. But if you guys have any that you really vibe with, send them our way, because we just want to hear what you guys are listening to as well. And what's like, I think it's cool to share the type of music that you're interested in, that you've been listening to, especially with these developing artists, because I know for myself as an artist, I like the music that I'm listening to directly influences the music that I make. And
that makes sense. So.
Yeah, like it's totally natural for that to happen. For me, it's so interesting though to see how people internalize the music they listen to, and then that comes out through their own music, because you're never going to make, unless your specific goal is to make something that exactly sounds like somebody else's. If you're still trying to be original, but just letting the music you listen to influence it, it's never going to sound exactly like someone else. Because it's going to be this
mixture
stew of a whole bunch of different stuff.
Like the melting pot of your own taste.
Yeah, and so I'm really interested for you guys. Like, I would love to hear the artists that you guys listen to see how that has directly translated and like gone into the music you're making now, because that excites me. I don't know about you.
Because I don't do music only with you, so I
that
can't say the same, but yeah, that's natural, that the music that I listen to actually forms my taste and my it's like inspiring me when I'm doing music with you.
But
that's for sure.
It's totally like all of your rhythmic patterns that you come up with when you're beatboxing are super influenced by whatever you're listening to at the certain time, because there are times when
with beatboxing it's not that easy. Just for you to know, when we are working together on music, I'm helping Colin a couple of times to like come up with a drum
suck
pattern
at producing drums
because I'm like, but you embrace it, so it's good.
Yeah, I feel like I'm getting better though, right?
Yeah, actually, what you showed to me, I couldn't really find any flaws or mistakes in it, so that was good. But yeah, I try to help him record some beatbox and he can reproduce it on drum pads.
Yeah.
So yeah, but to be, how can I describe it? So
I don't know.
You said the music that I listen to influences the way I help you with drums, etc.
Mm-hmm.
It's not fully true because beatbox is it's a totally other genre. So beatbox actually, my beatbox is influenced by other beatboxers and beatboxing. So it's not that easy to define by only musicians.
No, but I still think that the music.
It's a really weird mixture of the genre of, because beatbox is not hip hop anymore. I'm really into it. You can check Swiss beatbox or I don't know, but it's not like like it was before. So it's just so totally different.
I totally agree with that. I think my reference though was more in terms of when you were just beatboxing. I totally agree and totally see how it's heavily influenced by other beatboxers. But when we're working on a record together, yes, there are influences with other beatboxers, but you're also not just beatboxing, because you're focused more on like rhythmic patterns and stuff like that that are influenced.
Actually, beatbox is the art of copying. So in a way, so there's not too many original sounds and voices in beatbox. So in a way, it's really a master
but
art
that's not
of copying and understanding other music. So
that's like the whole point of beatboxing.
Yeah.
The whole point of beatboxing is to mimic specifically real life instruments, which
or music, because not every time instruments, because we can imitate electronic sounds too. So it definitely wasn't a guitar, so
that wasn't.
Sorry.
Can you have some fake lights coming to
like colors?
And then we have like sunglasses drop down.
Like a house party. During lockdown.
Don't worry, it's COVID approved.
So back on topic, I would love you to suggest artists to us, because maybe you have different taste, or you have already known a different artist that we don't know. So I would love to see comments with artist name.
I'm stoked. Can I ask you a question?
Of course you can.
Hey Szeki. Can I ask you a question?
Of course you can.
Hey Szeki. What you doing?
What you doing?
Where you at?
Where you at?
I don't remember the words. You got plans?
You got plans?
No, don't say that.
Shut your trap.
Sipping wine.
Sip, sip.
In a row.
Drip, drip.
I look too good.
Look too good.
To be alone.
To be alone.
House clean.
House clean.
Pool warm.
Pool warm.
I'm sorry, people.
No!
Oh yeah,
I just shaved. You screwed up the best part.
Just shaved.
Just shaved. No. Again, I won't do that. Start it again. What's your plan?
What you doing?
What? That's how it starts?
What you doing?
What you doing?
Where you at?
Where you at?
You got plans.
You got plans?
Don't say that.
Shut your trap.
I'm sipping wine.
Sip, sip.
In a row.
Drip, drip.
I look too good.
Look too good.
To be alone.
Be alone. No. Oh.
Yes.
House clean.
Ooh.
Hey.
My house clean.
House clean.
Pool warm.
Pool warm.
Just shake.
Smooth like a newborn.
We should be dancing, romancing in the east wing, in the west wing of this mansion. What's happening?
That's where I'ma leave the door open. Come.
I'ma leave that. No. I ain't playing no games. Every word that I say coming straight from the heart.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
So if you
I suck at singing.
That's okay.
Leave the door open. I believe that I believe that. No, I'm just kidding.
Guys,
so, as you guessed right, we are going to talk about Silk Sonic because we are really into their music.
Let's just be honest with them right now.
Let's just be honest.
We're simps.
No, you are simp. Maybe I'm just a fan of Silk Sonic. Maybe
no, you're simping over Silk Sonic. Say that. You're simping Silk Sonic.
No, I'm simping over Anderson .Paak.
Okay, that's fine.
Can we agree on that?
Yeah, we can agree to disagree.
I love Bruno Mars, but yeah. I'm much more of a fan of Anderson .Paak.
Okay, why? What do you got on Anderson?
It's a long story. What's he doing? So it's a long story. Actually, I don't want to proclaim myself as a number one OG fan of Anderson .Paak.
Dude, you're such a simp.
I'm sorry, but I actually had the chance to listen to him. Unfortunately, not in real life, but I listened to his music when he debuted his album called Venice. You know, like the city in Italy. Just kidding. And there's this song called Milk and Honey, which has a totally different vibe.
Yeah.
As I showed it to you, so it has a kind of aggressive.
Ain't no chicken tenders.
Yeah, there's no chicken tenders in it. But actually, if you listen to it closely, can I say it like?
Yeah, listen to it closely.
You can actually find the funky groove still in this song too. Yeah, like the melodies in the.
He was still getting
vocals.
His vibe.
Yeah, and. So I've listened to this music like such a long time ago, and after that there was this Tiny Desk session. It's a really good channel. You should
NPR
check
Tiny
it.
Desk.
Yeah, so you should definitely check it because they are working with big artists and really good, not really well-known artists too.
They have a good variety on there.
Yeah. So they had I don't know, around 2060. Yeah, I think in 2060 they had a video on this channel, and they played like with real instruments and everything with the whole band. Yeah.
Okay.
Songs like the Calm Down, the Sweet, Hard On. I have to.
You have to read them off.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Like the Heart Don't Stand a Chance, Put Me Free.
Heart Don't Stand a Chance.
Yeah. And
it makes me want to get my septum pierced.
What?
It makes me want to get my septum pierced. He looks so cool.
But you have a ring on your.
I know I do, but side
you have
are
to
just
replace
lame now. Just like slide it over.
I can give you a glue.
Oh no. No.
So
but he looks like he's got swag.
So now I'm simping, or you are simping, because.
Anyways, back to the topic.
That was my task now. So actually, this video was the turning point, like for me to become a true simp, because the way he plays the drum, in a really funky, swaggy way, it's just so good, man. And he is not the best singer, that's for sure. But the way he sings,
it's all
the
about
style
the
to
soul and vibe.
The style to it, man, I so much love his music. So yeah, you should check this video too. But we are going to talk about what are you wanting to
What are his fans called?
What? I don't think they are called
anything.
I know in the first podcast I told you that Eminem fans calling themselves as stans.
Well, I know what Bruno Mars fans are called. Bruno Mars fans are called.
How?
Hooligans.
For real?
Yeah. What are Anderson .Paaks?
They are.
You said you were gonna do homework.
They are. They call the Anderson package.
They're called the package.
No, I just made it up. I don't know.
Anderson's package.
It's kind of has a sexual tone to it.
No! Don't ruin it!
No, it's weird. No, so no Anderson package, but I don't know. Maybe Anderson's packs.
Anderson's packs.
So
I have a question for you.
again?
Yeah.
Okay, do it.
Because you
Go
talked
ahead.
all about who you simp over, so I'm going to talk about all who I simp over.
So you are much more a simp over Bruno Mars
No,
than
it's
Anderson?
probably like 50-50 to be honest. I'm just simping all the way.
Fuck. You are such a lame. You cannot
But-
even decide.
I have a question for you.
You should pick
Do
a
you know
side
how
first.
old Bruno was when he started performing?
8.
No.
6. 4.
Yes.
4. I know he
Yeah.
is really young, but
Yeah, he was a
like performing like what?
he was a Elvis impersonator at 4.
For real?
I'm not even kidding. You can look it up online.
With this curly hair?
Yeah.
How?
How? He was in like his family band.
What with the white
I think he had a blue one.
white gold.
I think he had a blue one. But yeah.
Just
4.
like an Elvis.
Dude, the
impersonator.
dude was born to be an entertainer.
That's for sure.
Oh my gosh.
Actually, if anyone can become close to like Michael Jackson, I think it's Bruno Mars.
Yeah, because Michael was one of his biggest influences. He talks about it all the time.
Yeah, I know. But even without it, I have this sense of Bruno Mars that he's kind of the same level as an entertainer.
You think?
Yeah.
I mean,
Like,
yeah.
I don't think that he's the same successful, but the way he thinks about his music and his entertaining,
Yeah.
that's kind of has this Michael
I
Jackson
think it's
whack to it for me.
I don't think it's impossible, but I think it's way harder to get to the same level of success as Michael Jackson or the Beatles now, because there's
You are starting another topic now. It could be
there's so much
it
more.
could be a whole podcast.
Okay, we won't talk about it.
Finish the sentence. But
Well, I'm just saying, like, the industry and the market there's so much more music now than there was when they were getting big, and it's so much more accessible to be releasing music. And so it makes it harder to get to that level. I'm not saying it's impossible, but there's so many other factors in play here.
it's half true, half false for me, because I think what have changed since Beatles and other big artists or Michael Jackson, that the world changed. They don't care anymore about the artist or the name
It's
of
like
the
single
artist
songs.
anymore. They are care about the songs.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, do you know this TikTok song? Oh, do you know this song? Oh, do you know this song? They don't. Oh, I go to this concert. Blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
Like
That's
people know. People knows.
People know.
Like tons of music without even
Yeah, that's
like
true.
knowing the artist's name. I
That's
think
true.
that's one of the reason why artists don't have the same. How would you like the same theme?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, that's
I don't
fair.
know how to describe it. I'm sorry.
But if anyone can get there, it'd be Bruno.
I don't know.
Actually, I don't know. I don't know who would be at that level or not. Maybe Justin Bieber or something like that. Anyways,
Anal believer.
do you know? Because you know that Bruno Mars isn't his real name, right?
What?
Bruno Mars isn't his real name.
Yeah.
You know that,
Did
right?
you know that Anderson Fox isn't his real name?
Yes. But do you know why he picked Bruno Mars?
Because of Happy? No.
No.
Because he was a fan of 30 Seconds to Mars?
No.
Or he liked Mars chocolate bar?
No. So, Bruno...
Am I stupid asking these questions?
You're not smart, but... I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. He's
Okay.
way smarter than I am.
Okay.
Anyways.
You lying.
No.
In favor to forgive you.
Okay, so he picked Bruno because Bruno was a nickname that his dad gave him growing up after a wrestler. And he picked Mars because he felt like he needed more pizzazz in his stage name. So that's why his name is Bruno Mars.
Cool. And what about Silk Sonic?
What about Silk Sonic?
Because...
Well, I had one more thing I wanted to say about Bruno first.
I'm sorry.
So...
And it's not about Silk Sonic?
No. It's pre-success.
I'm sorry, it's really bothering me that it's not straight.
We move this table every time.
Yeah,
I move this table every time, yeah.
I have OCD. I'm sorry.
I've got OCD every time, yeah.
So,
anyways, so the one thing that I wanted to talk about is how before he became who he is today, he was dropped by a label. Bruno was dropped by a label, and he created a music production songwriting company with two of his friends called the Smeezytons. I think that's how you'd say it. Smeezytons?
Smeezingtons?
Something like
that. I know.
But anyways, they would basically write and produce music for other artists, and that really helped him to gain a...
Why they didn't choose a name like Planets? And they could have chose like Bruno Mars, Rudolph, Jupiter, Adam Venus.
You just roast everyone.
I'm sorry. I can sacrifice anything for a bad dad joke. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the clock is or counter's still ticking.
Do you think I'm gonna do it?
Yes, you did.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, you didn't apologize.
It's a really bad habit, but
anyways,
I'm full of dad jokes.
Well, one thing I wanted to point out though, like about that method to building your career. If you go into music to be famous, if you go into pursuing a career in any part of the music industry, in any part of the entertainment industry to be famous, it is going to be absolutely terrible and awful for you. Because every little thing that doesn't go your way is going to feel like a knife to the chest, and it's going to get discouraging. And one of the things that I think is really cool that every musician and artist should be focusing on is focus on what you can do to help people.
Mm-hmm.
Like viewing music from a business standpoint, successful businesses.
You mean supporting other artists, or?
I'll explain in just a second.
I've
successful
got wrecked in a second.
Successful businesses are successful because they find a need in society and they fill it. And so you need to be successful with your music, view it as similar, as a business. And so you find needs and you fill it. And it's not just working with other artists, but with music, it's a phenomenal platform to have a voice and to share something and to speak in the world.
Mm-hmm.
And so you find that little niche of what you want to be talking about, using your music as a platform and what you can do to help people through that. But then also you can help other artists and musicians, because the more friends you have in the music industry, the better.
Yeah.
Like, the worst thing you could do is try and ride solo while trying to pursue a career in music. Because if you're going to do that, you're not going to get as far as you could with working with other artists, collaborating, writing songs with other artists. And so the main point I want to say with mentioning this
Actually, this point stands in any aspect of life. Like,
oh, for sure.
The more relationship or really like...
Yeah, the more connections
you have.
Yeah.
The better for you.
Seriously. Like, we were made to live with community, live with other people, and work with other people. And so just keeping that in mind, it's, especially right now, it's so hard to not feel isolated and to be by yourself. But success comes from partnership, from working with other people. And I think that's why it's so important to mention that in Bruno's story and how he got to the place in his career that he is right now. Largely, that's contributed to collaborating and working with other musicians. Granted, you have to have talent, you have to have skills to provide in order to do that. And so it's important to spend that time by yourself practicing, to spend that time writing, doing all those different things so that you can actually offer something. But once you have those skills acquired, it's really important to spend time diving into relationships and connections with other people. And so I just wanted to mention that from that aspect of, as a reminder for myself, for you, for the community, just like, let's help each other out, let's have each other's back, and let's work with each other.
Yep.
Just like
me.
that was your cue to mention Silk Sonic.
I've already mentioned it.
Just like
Silk Sonic. Yeah.
We got there, people. I'm sorry. I'm an idiot, but he has to do it.
really like to announce stuff.
I do. It's fun.
Yeah, okay.
Because then you can have timestamps and just like, I want to talk about Silk Sonic. I don't want to talk about...
Should I give this sound effect every time?
Yeah, just...
From now. From now, I'm going to add to every section start point.
Instead of it's like the... It's like...
What is...
That like siren one they'd always do, like... You know what I'm talking about?
You mean the air horn?
Yeah, but it's like... You know?
Or... What?
I'll show you a video later. Anyways, so, what do you want to talk about with Silk Sonic? Other than that we're simping. Hardcore.
I haven't made any research on Silk Sonic. So, you are on your own. I just know Silk Sonic. Leave the door open. I coming through. I've listened to their music and I digged it. Or dug it, sorry. Why am
So all you have to contribute is you dug it.
Yeah.
And that is all for today, everyone. Let's go home.
All I did, I dug their music.
Okay, I actually did some research.
Fortunately. Yeah.
Fortunately.
Good for me.
So it all started back in 2017 when they were on tour together.
For real?
Yes.
It takes back in time that much?
Yeah. Would you like me to tell you the story?
Yeah, I'm sorry to interrupt you.
It's okay. I'll forgive you. Anyways, so back in 2017, Anderson
It's not an ASMR.
was back in 2017. Anderson Paak. Is it Paak or Pack?
Paak.
Paak.
I think.
Okay.
But
so
you can check it on Wikipedia.
Anderson Paak was opening for Bruno
For
Mars.
me, it's Paak. I'm sorry.
And Bruno was
it's
talking about...
double A, so...
Double A. Anyways, so
Paak.
he was opening up for Bruno Mars in his show. And Anderson...
Live show?
Yeah, on tour. And Anderson was just ripping it up every single night. And through that process, they just kind of started hanging out and started to become
you
friends.
mean they have toured together?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why it starts back in 2017, because that's how they first met. Anderson's team, or Anderson's
and who found who? Bruno found Anderson, or Anderson found Bruno? Or...
I would assume because Anderson was the one opening up for Bruno, that Bruno's team found Anderson. Or Bruno found Anderson. I'm not exactly sure how that.
So Bruno
came
are
about.
simping over Anderson.
Anyways, so he was opening up for him, and they did really well on that tour. And through that, they kind of just started to form a friendship. Mm-hmm. And so they'd hang out, they'd go to the studio, they'd write songs. I don't remember which song it is, but before Silk Sonic ever came to be Silk Sonic, there's a record on one of Anderson's albums that they wrote together. And that was like one of the first songs they wrote. And so during quarantine last year, Bruno was trying to find ways to fill time and like still work on music, and he pulled out a demo of one of the songs that they had been writing while they were on the road together back in 2017, which happened to be Leave the Door Open. So Leave the Door Open has been a song that no one knew about since 2017. And so they just finished it over quarantine in 2020. Mm-hmm. Do you want to know another fun fact?
Sorry, just that joke came up to my mind. Oh, no. So they wrote Leave the Door Open because they felt closed in during lockdown.
I'm done.
I'm sorry. You know
there better be a counter.
You know me very good. Actually, I was thinking another one during that.
No.
Is Bruno Mars is afraid of Elon Musk because he's planning on settling on Mars? No, I'm just kidding.
No. These are bad. They're like progressively getting worse. Anyways, so
that's a tendency to my jokes.
So one of the things that I find really cool about Silk Sonic is that Bruno and Anderson's mindset behind all of their music really stems from this place of missing live music and missing shows. And so that's why a lot of the music that they're making through their band Silk Sonic is heavily real instrument based, because what they wanted to
not
do,
overproduced.
Yeah. And so one of the things that Bruno said, and actually both of them said, is while they were going through this process of writing this record that's going to be coming out later this year, they say the dad joke.
No dad joke this time.
Really?
I just love this.
Anyways.
Forecasting.
Anyways, they're one of the things they've been saying is they've been going on press tours and stuff is they wanted to create the set list of doom. And by that they mean we wanted to create a set list of music that is so fire, it's so good that no one wants to play after us because they just can't top what just happened. And I think that level of just their goal isn't to reach more fame. Their goal isn't to make loads of money. Their goal is to have fun playing music. And they've said this in tons of their interviews, we missed music so much and we just wanted to have fun in the studio playing music with each other and
actually
creating this vibe.
It really translates to their music.
It totally does. And I think that's...
You can truly feel it when you're listening to Leave the Door Open, that they had so much fun to write it and play it.
Yeah, I think that's
what I'm missing from today's music, actually.
Yeah.
That have this feeling of musicians having good time together when playing together.
Yeah, I think that's one of the big drawbacks to the current season we're in.
But don't be depressed.
No, but I do think that there's been so much good in especially in the rise of being able to produce and create your own music, as technology has allowed more of that and it made it more accessible to everyone. But you are right, there's this element where you can't reproduce those vibes being on the stage with your best friends and just having fun playing music together. You can't reproduce that through a computer.
Yeah, and even the lyric is just fun.
Yeah, because they do that little back and forth thing.
Yeah.
You want to do it again?
No.
Anyways.
How are you doing?
Smooth like a new bud.
Actually, we talked about your beard in the first podcast. So.
It's terrible. I don't have a beard. I have a little bit right here.
That's when Eminem came up.
Oh, no. One thing I wanted to share though is at the end of the last interview I was listening to with Silk Sonic, they were asked the question, what advice would you give up and coming artists? And I thought it would be appropriate, of all places, to share the advice that they gave.
Yeah.
And so what Anderson said is, don't listen to anybody, trust your gut. By that he meant...
But he said it. So don't trust Anderson .Paak. You don't have to
April
listen
Fools,
to...
suckers.
So you don't have to trust your gut.
That's another dad joke. Anyways, so that's what he said.
That's my advice. Don't take advices. Like, it's... Thank you, Anderson.
No, I don't think he's meaning it like, don't take advice. I think he's meaning it more like...
Yeah, I get it, actually, that you should find your own, like, joy.
Yeah, and I think that that's...
own way.
Yeah, and I think that translates into how Bruno followed it up by saying, don't try to be different just to be different. Just focus on being yourself, telling the stories that you want to tell, saying the things that you want to say that's on your heart, and just hope that people like it.
Yeah, it's like Star Wars.
It's like what?
Do it or not do it, but don't try.
Oh, I totally thought you said Starbucks, and I was like, what? That's like Starbucks. I'm like, how?
Frappuccino. No.
Frappuccino. Anyways, but yeah, like, it's really important.
You worked in Starbucks.
I know I did. Fun fact about me, I used to work at Starbucks. Don't do it.
That's what happens with you.
If you work at Starbucks, you turn into this.
With a bad haircut.
Thanks. Can you give me my cap, please? I was all insecure about my hair beforehand because we've been in lockdown and I haven't been able to get a haircut. And I put the cap on. And then Szeki was like, no, Colin, don't.
Because
don't wear the cap.
Every podcast you are wearing a cap
because I haven't
or
been
beanie
able
or...
to have like a proper haircut. Dude, these locks are out of control.
Locks.
I don't want to look like I do right now. You know? It's
Should I be surprised that we are talking about your hair?
What are you insinuating? Okay, just checking.
I'm just checking it, like, should we be talking about it or not?
Anyways, do you have any other comments, concerns, questions,
No.
motivations?
Motivation. I have motivation, but finally.
Is there anything else you'd like to share?
I have motivations because I'm gonna upload our first podcast tomorrow, and I'm so happy about it. You Jesus Christ. So I'm sorry.
Anyways, continue.
So yeah, I'm so hyped about it.
Guys, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be funny.
Yeah, he's so literally just 1.5 minutes and he liked it. But yeah, I hope everyone are going to see.
Yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying these.
The whole and find some value in it.
Yeah, because we're just kind of being goofballs. This is really just to look at like what a normal conversation with us looks like. It's a lot of dad jokes. It's a lot of like circling around, but we eventually get to the point.
I don't want to put pressure on me and try to act 100% professional and serious when it's not my personality. I want to feel natural. I want you to guys have fun listening to us. I want you to have been able to listen to us in a car without any problem to.
Life's too short to be serious all the time.
Yeah,
let's just laugh a little bit.
I cannot even imagine how it would sound like without seeing the actual footage, like just dudes talking about haircuts.
Live, laugh, love.
Singing and telling really bad jokes. What you said?
And that's all for today, folks. Tune in next time. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, check out the artist for real. Please write artists that you know and they are fresh and crunchy.
And don't be too harsh on my haircut. I know I need
Why
to get
are you looking at my haircut all the time?
Me?
Yeah, like
I'm jealous of your haircut. Dude, they did a nice fade. Can you look that way real quick?
Smooth like a
newborn.
New haircut.
Smooth like a new haircut.
Yeah.
Promise we're singers.
Yeah. So, thank you for joining us. I hope you liked it. Please leave a comment, leave a
comment.
like. I'm gonna put the subscribe notification and the everything button throughout the whole video in random places.
And the counter for dad jokes.
No.
Yes.
Maybe no.
It's gonna be in there.
No.
It'll be in there.
No.
It'll be in there.
No. Okay.
It's gonna be like here or somewhere.
It's my decision. Thank you. So that was it for today.
You want to know something just to end it real quick that I just realized that sucks?
Do it.
I should have worn a different color shirt because now it's probably going to look like I have a floating head.
Why?
Because the chair is like the same color.
I don't think so.
No?
No, your shoulder's a bit wider than the chairs.
That don't work out. I need to work out. Oh my gosh, I just had a real life crisis.
That's how weird he is. So.
Okay, bye guys. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Oh, that's copyright. I'm loving it.
You're not even like McDonald's, or do you?
McDonald's?
Yeah.
McDee's!
Barnabbe Prodcast. Barnabbe Prodcast. Barnabbe Prodcast. Barnabbe Prodcast.